Hi everyone, it's Kirsty from Somerset Libraries here, and today I am joined by the amazing Cameron Dawkins, who is author of Our Demons and Your Demons, and he is here to talk a little bit about yourself. Hi Cameron.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm okay, surprisingly good, seeing as lockdowns basically destroyed the world, but other than that.
Oh, that's good. Okay, shall we dive straight in? Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay, I'm 30 something years old with 3 children. I self-publish my books and I write down here in Somerset.
Ah, brilliant. Because I have met you before. I met you at Shepton Mallet Library. It was a few years
Yes.
ago now. Yes.
It was a long time ago, wasn't it?
It was. It was about 4 or 5 years ago. I can't remember. Lost track of
Right.
time.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about your books that you have out at the moment?
Okay, so I got 2 crime thrillers available through the not so great Amazon, but we've all got to be somewhere. So yeah, typical crime thrillers. There's murders, there's mystery, there's a detective who's got his own demons, which is where the title comes from. He's got borderline personality disorder, which is a condition that I actually have myself. And this was my way of sort of expressing it, I suppose, and teaching about it, I guess. Yeah, and that's basically it in a nutshell. It's your typical crime thriller, but maybe with a little bit more of a mental health twist. And yeah, that's about it, really.
They're really good. They're really good. So I do recommend everybody to take a look at your books. We have got some copies in the library, so if anyone would like to order them into their own library, do feel free. Alternatively, you can go to Amazon.
Yeah.
Yes. And can you tell us a little bit about where your writing journey began? How did it happen for you?
Um, it was a very, very long process. A very long process for me learning what it means to write a book. I mean, before I wrote these crime thrillers, I wrote 2 very much Terry Pratchett-esque fantasy novels, and they were really, really awful, really bad. I mean, I didn't know what I was doing. I was still learning and trying to find my feet and trying to find my voice. So I wrote those and I sent them off to a few agents. This is back when I had to send paper copies off. You couldn't just email them. So I spent a whole day printing, packaging, going down to the post office, sent them off, and I got some very polite no's, thank you, but no, which wasn't as disheartening as I thought it was going to be. So I continued writing, and then just by chance I found out about self-publishing. I hadn't heard of it before, not in the context that it's done now. Anyway, when I knew about self-publishing, it was you paid the company to print a couple of hundred copies of your book, and you went around flogging them basically, which I still do that. Which is it's quite nice to meet people and do book signings and things like that. You don't make much money off of it unless you can order thousands at a time, which I can't, because I'd never sell them, to be honest.
To have a spare
um,
room full of books.
yeah, you'd need where to get them at a good price. You'd need a warehouse and you need to
Yeah.
order in bulk. But I enjoy doing that. But then I learned about self-publishing and basically just YouTubed my way into getting self-published. Basically, all the information's there online. You just need that will and that drive to go and find it and absorb it, and yeah, just keep educating yourself, really.
Yeah. Oh, it seems like it's been quite an exciting journey for you. Well, I've heard you talk before, and yeah, it does. It seems like it's a really good route that you've chosen.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. I mean, I've done some really interesting things, which I wouldn't have done otherwise. And I know a lot of people are hesitant to self-publish, and it is hard work, and you're not going to become a millionaire overnight, and unless you're J.K. Rowling. Anyway, you don't make money as a writer, full stop. But yeah, I've done interviews. I get to do things like this and speak to you and do book signings at the libraries. meet people that I wouldn't have met otherwise, and been on BBC Radio and things like that. So it's really exciting things. There's no, the only downside is you need to have a little bit of money as an outlay as for getting a nice book design, like front cover and reverse, and your edit basically. But if you can afford that, then there's no real downside to self-publishing.
Yeah. And have you got so are you working on anything new at the moment?
Third in the series, Detective Jack O'Connor's. His health is spiraling out of control. He's struggling to keep it together. There's a new murder happening in Bristol where all my murders take place, because that's where he's based. And yeah, he's basically fighting what's quite a new enemy to him. It's an online-based enemy, whereas he's a bit old school. He's a bit, I like to call him, he's a bit, who was that old detective who wore the trench coat and... Columbo. He's a bit Columbo.
He is.
Yeah, he's a bit old school, but he's trying to come to grips with the new school, and he's employed himself a couple of computer geeks and things like that. So he's trying to learn. Yeah, he's a character who he likes to learn. He likes to be better, which is quite nice for me. I can develop him. I was starting to get a bit worried that he was stuck in his ways and he was going to be a loner forever and stuff like that. But it's really nice developing the character. This book sees the most development of the character, and there's also the reveal from the huge cliffhanger that I left the last book on, which it was very unfair cliffhanger, but I need to get those sales somehow. So
very smart move. Very smart move indeed. So when can any sort of idea when we can expect the next book?
I'm hoping by March, if the edit goes well and my editor has enough free time, which lots of books being written at the moment, so she might be a bit caught up. Hopefully around March time.
Excellent. Oh, that's brilliant. And we'll make sure that we get a copy in Street Library. And if you happen to be passing Street Library, you can come in and maybe sign it for us.
Yeah, I'd sign every book I can, to be honest. There's less of my books out there that aren't signed than are signed. So.
Oh, it's good. Everyone loves a signed copy. It's nice to have a signed copy. So finally, where can we find you online?
At the moment, more Facebook based than anything else. So just type in Cameron Dawkins writer and I'll pop up. You can add my personal account as well. I accept everyone and chat to everyone. I love meeting people. So I'm on Twitter, Cameron Dawkins writer again, I'll bring that up. I'm even getting to grips with Insta, which is it's new for me.
Yeah. Well, we'll put all the links to all your social media either above or below. I'm never sure where it's going to go, but it'll be somewhere in the comments of this video.
Thank you.
And anyway, wow, it's been lovely chatting to you. I really appreciate it, and I'm very excited about your next book that's coming out next year. And hopefully when everything goes back to normal, we'll get you into Street Library and you can do an author talk for us in person with real people.
Real people and real books.
Yes. Oh, that's brilliant. Thank you, Cameron, and I will see you again. See you soon.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.